Hey people, I hope you're doing well. I'm Hannah, thanks for joining me. I have just opened the Rumi poetry book on a random page, and so this is the beginning of the reading. I want to leave this town. I want to leave this town, but you've chained me down, stolen away my heart, leaving yourself behind. Now I've lost my way, my soul restless and head twisted, all because of those secrets you once whispered. I only must keep fasting my heart to set me free from sleepless nights. Since your only advice when you saw me in flame was to keep burning with you or with your thoughts, words of wisdom came to me at last. The beloved you've lost, the one you've been seeking outside, can only be found inside. That is, I want to leave this town. And on the other page is, you mustn't be afraid of death. You mustn't be afraid of the death. You're a deathless soul. You can't be kept in a dark grave. You're filled with God's glow. Be happy with your beloved. You can't find any better. The world will shimmer because of the diamond you hold. And when your heart is immersed in this blissful love, you can easily endure any bitter face around. In the absence of malice, there is nothing but happiness and good times. Don't dwell in sorrow, my friend. So I can instantly tell that this is a twin flame reading. So it's not for everybody, because the twin flames are very rare. Let's see. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me, whether you're new to the channel or returning. Thanks for being here. Temperance and the Ten of Cups on the split as I'm shuffling. This is definitely a love reading. It's definitely a twin flame reading, or soul, like deep level soulmate, people that have known each other for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. Begin with the Five of Swords. Who's stressed? Stressed. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me more. I've got back pain all of a sudden. Seven of Pentacles. Like work stressing you out. Breaking your back over something. Ten of Cups and the Devil. So this is a lot of masculine energy here. King of Cups. There's a lot of masculine energy here. This is a masculine who's very stressed, very worried, overthinking, working himself into a frenzy. Nine of Cups. Strength and the Three of Cups. They come up together. This is a masculine who's not really doing the inner work, if I'm honest. They want to be with you. They want to have everything with you. But they're coming in devil energy, pretending to be like in tune with themselves. The masculine that's can't get past your walls, can't get past your boundaries. They've been trying to pull you into a third party situation. Dear God. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. They've been trying to be strategic. Being strategic. So this is definitely a masculine energy that I'm reading. Truth. Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't read reversals, but it's just weird how that Four of Wands. Yeah, just this masculine will destabilize the feminine's home life if they come in like this. Why are they trying to come in now? Yeah, heartbreak. They're going to cause heartbreak if they come in like this. Is this intentional? Is this intentional? The Lovers. They're just desperate for you to choose, for the feminine to choose them. They're desperate for the feminine to choose them, but they're going to come with a lot of burdens and a lot of conflict. Seven of Wands. Now the feminine's come into the reading. Like, this is you. This is the feminines. I don't think you're... Tell me more, please. Tell me more. Yeah, you're in Zen mode, feminines. There's a masculine that they really want to partner up with you, but it's not a good energetic match at the moment. Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Yeah, it's too unstable. They basically want to hold on to you so you don't get away. But feminines, I think you're just in the right zone, to be honest. Page 1. Yeah, you're just free. You're free on your own. This masculine's working very hard, though. Very hard to kind of like try and win you over, but to like change the situation with the Tower. But I just don't think they realise that the shift has to be energetic. The shift isn't... I've not picked this up like this drastic for a while. But there's just an energetic mismatch. But they're in a completely different frequency range to the feminines. They want to be happy with you, like they really want to, but it's like they want you to accept them in their shadow. Like they want you to accept them like that. Yeah, they want a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you. They want your body as well. But I just don't think... I think that's... Yeah, maybe that's just why. They're just like... They want to come in desperate because they just want a good, like... you know, I'm trying to be PG for YouTube. What's this? Ace of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Was that supposed to be the right way up? No, it was supposed to be upside down. Yeah, they're going to stagnate. You're going to stagnate your money. I'm trying to stagnate your money. So this might not be your twin. This might be somebody who's pretending to be a twin. That's too many judgments at the top. Hanged Man. Judgment and Hanged Man. Like they can't interfere. Like none of their desires is going to interfere with what you're here to do. And you're not really focused on that sort of stuff. You're like, it's almost like God's blocking you as the feminine from even seeing any of this, because it will just destabilize your home life and cause your heartbreak, which is not really... You're not in that. You're not doing anything to do with that. You're not. You're not really after any conflict or to carry any burdens or anything like that. Knight of Wands, yeah, you're not really here for a quick bit of fun, but they're here for a quick bit of fun. They don't really care about coming in and out and causing heartbreak and destabilizing finances and Knight of Swords. Yeah, they just move too fast. They move really fast. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. It's very fast. Yeah, they're doing this. They basically, I don't think they want to siphon your sacral energy, to be honest, with the Magician there. I think they just want to do spell work. Or they might want to like trap you in a dangerous situation. Six of Cups. This is a twin though. Sit with the Six of Cups and the Lovers. I don't know. This might be a twin that the feminines just had to say goodbye to, and the feminines definitely in union with themselves. Definitely, they're on the path that they're meant to be on. With they're enlightened, they're peaceful, they're free. The feminines are in union with themselves. This masculine, I don't think the masculine chose the feminine. They didn't choose each other. But yeah, they didn't choose each other. Five of Cups. And the masculine can't bear the loss. Yeah, they can't deal with the loss, that's all. That's they can't deal with the loss. Nothing's really changed. There's nothing energetically that's changed. Six of Wands. That's going to bring in bring the feminine in. They're not going to win. They can't win. They're not going to get what they think they're working towards, because the feminine wants stability. Two of Cups, yeah, emotional stability. They want a real partnership, a real relationship. They don't want to be a third party. But it's not even if the feminine wants it or not. I think like God's blocking it as well, because the feminine's just meant to be on their path. Ace of Cups, yeah. The feminine's walking in love. All of this is bind, and it's interesting as well. When the deck, when I was pulling the deck out of the box, there was a hair tangled up again, and I was like, shall I mention it? Shall I mention it? And this is just really tangled. This is just a tangled mess. I mean, you know, people can do what they want. My channel's very heavily doxed. So if it's found you, there's something in here for you. Wands, 9 of Wands. You're fine on your own. You're independent and strong on your own. King of Pentacles. I was looking at the King of Cups when the King of Pentacles came out. So it could be an earth sign. It could be a water sign. But don't dwell on the signs. The masculine could be an earth sign or a water sign. The masculine's like manipulative in the sense that they're going to come in trying to make out like they're emotionally mature and they're really focused on relationships, but they're still like, they're still in work mode, or they're still focusing on they're still in the material realm, and they're not very spiritual. They might pretend like they've gained some spiritual clarity or something, but they just really want to tend to their vices. The Hermit. Yeah, you're just keeping your boundaries. You're just keeping your boundaries. You don't want your peace disturbed. And with the poems as well, it might be just like, see you next lifetime kind of thing. With those poems that came out about don't fear death, like just see you next lifetime kind of thing. And maybe that's what the feminines have chosen, to see next. Yeah, like see you next lifetime with the Hierophant. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Because this is a mess. This is a mess. Sorry, like, don't come at me or anything. Like, I'm not delivering the nicey messages about all twins come together and stuff. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they literally choose different paths, and one continues in the dark and the other goes on and does their light work. And that's the choice that's made. Like, at the end of the day, it's a choice. 7 of Swords. Because they're not, the twin relationships, when they come together, they're not meant to be messy or like filled with deception and secrets and all of that. They're supposed to be an embodiment of universal love in front of the world. So if they're not going to come together to be that, then what's the point? If the feminine's just doing that on her own, it's like the feminine's just going to be walking that path on her own and has left this masculine on the path that they chose, which looks like very Matrix, to be honest, like very in the earthly realm. But I don't think the masculine's they're not very happy being there, 10 of Swords, because they're literally just running after the feminine to stop them from getting away. Yeah, they feel sorry for themselves. Page of Cups. They're feeling sorry for themselves. And to be honest, I'm not really getting... I'm just more getting the sense that they just don't want you to go on, which is very selfish. And a bit cluster B personality disorder, if I'm honest. The Empress. You're their everything. You're their everything. It just doesn't make any sense why they chose that then. That just doesn't. Queen of Cups. They love you. They love the feminine. This masculine loves the feminine. I don't know. But it is very see you next lifetime vibes. Sorry, guys. It is very see you next lifetime vibes. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They just didn't know how to be. This masculine didn't know how to be in front of the feminine, because they just obviously saw the feminine as everything, and they weren't a match really for how they were presenting themselves. And maybe that's why they went with all the third parties, because they just felt like they'd be more successful with people that were an energetic match, that were immature and, you know, happy to tend to their vices and stuff like that all the time. But the feminine's just focused on like the path of enlightenment. And, you know, elevate, you know, rising up, elevating. Look, that's going up to God. Got chills, mega chills. They're not really focused on romance. And real twin flame relationships are not... Romance is not the primary purpose for them. You can have that in it, but it's not really... It's not part of it, really. Like, I mean, you can create that in it, but it's not the God doesn't bring people together just purely for romance. Like, yeah, so they were terrified of your greatness. The masculine was terrified of the feminine's greatness and put them on a pedestal. And was only trying to get this feminine by getting them to bed. 3 of Wands. But they weren't really trying to grow in other ways. It was just like, it's almost like they're just stuck trying to have the feminine's body and not really focusing on much else. But like, if this masculine feels like they're not good enough, they've got entertainment, because there's third parties. They've got entertainment, so it's almost like, well, they're with people that they're vibrationally a match with. And the Fool, yeah, the feminine's just free. The feminine's free. Like, none of this is touching the feminines. Yeah, Queen of Wands. The feminine's just, look, just manifesting a life from a place of peace. All of these wands here is like the masculine's life all around, but you don't give a shit, feminines, like, you don't care. And it's not to say that it's not like you don't love this person, you know, if they are your twin. You obviously do, because you love yourself, but it's just, you just know yourself, and you know what you will and will not stand for. Yeah, you value what you've created, and you value your independence, and you don't want anything to take away from what you've already built for yourself. And this energy is going to take away from what you've built for yourself. Emperor. It's like you're the Empress and the Emperor. This has come out recently in another reading as well. I think it was the blackout reading that I did the other day. Yeah, and your energy is so healing and vibrant and bright, and you just want to keep, you know, connected with God. You keep looking up, you keep looking higher. You're not looking down or backwards or anything like that to what this is, because it's like, well, you've already, you know, learned all of these lessons. Why would you go back and go around another round again? But maybe the masculine has also found your masculine energy, feminine, very intimidating, because you're the Emperor energy, and their masculine energy is the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. But not in a like, not in a mature, they're not in a mature sense. They were also coming out as the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords as well. And the Page of Cups. But that like, they don't like this though. They don't like this situation. But it's like they keep doing the same things over and over again to try and have the feminine in their life, but it's just making them really, really stressed as to why the feminine's not in their life. But it's just because they're not changing anything. Like, the feminine's obviously not that vibration. They're not wanting to be around that kind of energy. Yeah, Nine of Swords. That's just nasty energy. Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel. The feminine just wants to build their life, work on the destiny, like work on the destined path. They don't want to live in anxiety and depression because they don't want prolonged dark nights of the soul. They don't want prolonged darkness. Sorry, I'm just transmuting energy. In fact. This deck is very sticky. The Chariot came out like flipped upside down. There's no progress with this partner, this twin situation. Yeah, walked away. Eight of Cups. This is definitely see you next lifetime. Queen of Pentacles. See you next lifetime. The feminine's chosen themselves. They've chosen themselves. And they've chosen to maintain their own balance over suffer instability. To accept this masculine presence with all of this baggage. They don't want the baggage. Yeah, they just want to live a harmonious and peaceful life, and they want to have a family, and this is not very stable conditions to have a family. So they've moved on. Yeah, they've moved on. And I've just had like a sharp pain in my heart as well now. So this has hurt this feminine. This has hurt this feminine very greatly, but they've just had to focus on the future. Stars come out in reverse. Yeah, they don't want to be dimmed. They're supposed to shine. Going into this dynamic would have dimmed the feminine's light, and they're supposed to shine. Do you want to say anything else? Do you want to say anything else? Have I missed anything? Four of Cups. The masculine feels really rejected. Or maybe they both do. Maybe both the masculine and feminine feel rejected, but no, yeah. And this masculine beating themselves up for the choices that they made with the Two of Swords. They just feel like they've chosen wrong, and they're the cause of the ending. They caused the ending. King of Cups. They wish that they would have been more emotionally available. Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers. This is a definite twin relationship, twin situation. It's not really a relationship, but they genuinely were really arrogant and thought that the feminine would wait for them to, would just like literally stand for the bullshit. Look, would just literally sit, just keep waiting, standing for the bullshit. Can't really show the Lovers card. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups has got the back to the Lovers, so its death is definitely seen like the feminine's just walked away because God's protecting whatever path this feminine's got to walk. That's the main concern for God, is to protect the feminine on the path that the feminine's got to walk. And Five of Swords. Yeah, and the feminines had to walk away from, just leave all the people behind that were not good for them, including the masculine. There's too many dodgy players, like too many people. There's too many people in the situation. It's very, very messy, and the feminine's just, yeah, they're just trying to hold on to the peace. Just holding on to their own stability and holding on to faith. King of Pentacles. This is a new energy. Seven of Swords. This might be like, they might be trying to use other people or something to get the feminine back. Trying to use the friends or something like that. Four of Swords. Yeah, they might be trying to get other people involved to cause extra delays. Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. But you're gonna know what to do to like free yourself from any of those kinds of binds that people try to put on you. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, you're gonna know. You'll be able to free yourself from anyone that comes to try and trick you and stuff, or tries to bind you, tries to, you know, come and give you some like really immature offer to do something. You're gonna see it straight away, and you're either gonna block. If it's online, you're gonna block them. You're just gonna cut people off. Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, because like any these people want you to work for them. Oh, I don't know why that's coming through. There's people that are gonna try they're gonna try and get you into like third party situations to work for them. So just be careful about those people. Yeah, be careful. Nine of Swords. Like, these are very dangerous people. There's people that just want to take away your independence. The people that are surrounding the masculine are just very dangerous people. Very exploitative people. Empress flung out in reverse. So if you go towards these people, you're going to go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress in reverse. If you were with the right person, with the right, you know, that was an energetic match, you'd be going from the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress. Because they're supposed to add to your life, to give you the extra pentacle, the 10. You can't have babies without, you know, an extra person. You can't make a family without an extra person. You know, you can't, you know, you need someone that's actually going to work with you, not work against you. And all of the people that, so like this masculine is like not happy with their choice, but they chose those people, those dangerous people, those exploitative people, and they didn't want to change anything. So the feminine's chosen herself. They've chosen the path of enlightenment. They seem pretty blissful, to be honest. And if love is going to come, the feminine still believes in love, and love is going to come. It came out twice. Two of Cups came out of both decks for the feminine energy. Yes. The feminine is going to have love. The feminine is going to have love. It's the feminine's destiny to have love in her life, to live in love, to have love, to have all the dreams and the wishes come true, to live independent and free, and have all they've worked for come in for them. All the ships are going to come in. They're going to expand and grow in love. Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they're like their work life is manifested through love. Whatever they do for work is manifested through love. So they can't be around these shady people. Yeah, they can't be around anything that's gonna keep them in grief. Knight of Wands. They're not interested in any of the in and out stuff. They just want stability. Was that supposed to be upside down? No, the right way up. The Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. Seven of Cups. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. Ace of Swords. The masculine held on to like very old ways, like old traditions, old beliefs. It kept them confused. It kept them, you know, just stuck between two worlds. And they failed to see the truth about the situation in time. They've just chosen to hold on to the old life, the old ways. Yeah, they've forfeited the new beginning, and they've forfeited the abundance that would have come with choosing the twin. Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Yeah, they've chosen to live in fear. They've chosen the fear paradigm. So the masculine's definitely in the fear paradigm, and the feminine's not. This is very, very sad. Very sad. Ten of Pentacles. The feminine's committed to the cause. She's committed to living in love, whatever that looks like. Whether that's, I mean, that does look like there is going to be relationships coming in, but all the fear and stuff is a thing of the past. The fear paradigm is really a thing of the past for feminine. They're not letting that back in. They've learned all the lessons. They've confirmation. They've got no karmic debt unless they choose to walk in those footsteps again. Page of Swords. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. All communications blocked. It's definitely see you next lifetime. It's definitely see you next lifetime, guys. I always think like this King of Swords in this deck is just like, it's just such a cluster B person. Like, yeah, they're gonna like this masculine's going to be facing like financial challenges, or is facing financial challenges. Because they've chosen the fear paradigm and they've chosen devices. They've chosen to live from their wand instead of from the heart. They've chosen to live from their wand instead of the heart. I hope that it wasn't too confusing, because it was like two different conversations in the reading. Like I was flipping between talking to the feminines and then talking to the masculines, because they're not in each other's lives. Like they're just not. There's no connection whatsoever. The connection is with God for the feminine. Look, the connection is with God, with the divine. I'm gonna leave it there. This was quite a long reading, and yeah, it was bugging me. I was trying to sleep and it was bugging me, so I'm glad that I got this out. I mean, just let me know if it's for you. I know you've had to make, if it's your story, and you've had to let this go. The readings are general, they're not for everybody, and like I said at the start, not everybody's a twin. I don't know why people want to be a twin. Like it's not an easy path. Like it's really actually quite grueling. I just don't understand the people that would want to put themselves in that box. It's a very, very difficult path. It's not for the faint of heart. There's not many twins out there. Yeah. Energy is distorted or balanced, masculine or feminine. So even if there is your counterpart, like for example, the feminine was balanced feminine energy in this reading, and the masculine was distorted masculine in this reading. So they're not an energetic match, and so God will bring counterparts together if they're not a vibrational match. I mean, there'll always be a core frequency match, but you're more than your core frequency. Unfortunately, it is the nature of the human condition. Just try not to be too loud because it's the middle of the night. Yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. Oh, I knew there was some missing. Yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. And help me out, do the free things. My channel is heavily suppressed because I was born into a heritage and a lineage that is not to the Zion-Nazis' liking, and they want to deny my complete existence altogether, but it's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. And what else? Yeah, help me out to do the free things. All the ways to support my channel are in the about section. Please consider supporting my artistic projects. There's GoFundMe's for all of them. And yeah, there's Patreon as well for people who want to support me on a monthly basis, where you can cancel anytime. And yeah, like if people go over there, then I'll I really want to do like you know, have lives and stuff over there, and workshops and things, just because it's just not near impossible to do any of that on YouTube with all of these restrictions and blockages. Like I've been fighting against that for 3 years, and I just think it would be so much better, and it will be free of the weirdos, like the people that are just on YouTube to stalk me and stuff like that. Hopefully will not pay. They won't go through the paywall. Because there's a lot of people that stalk me, believe it or not. And what else? There's a shop there as well. There's a shop on Patreon. If you access the shop, access it via the web, because for some reason, like if you like have Apple devices like me, it adds like loads extra onto the prices of everything, and I'm not really sure why it does that. I don't know if that's a general thing, or if it's just what the Zios have done to me, so no one buys anything from me. So I don't know. So if you go to the shop, do it from a website, go to Patreon from a website, and then all the prices and stuff will be normal. And yeah, thanks again for being here and supporting the channel, and thanks to everyone who comments, likes the videos, all the new subscribers, and thanks for everyone who's made any donations, no matter how small. I really, really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.